All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening for our Shoppy Shop presentation overview. I am so excited. My name is Ashley Evans. I am here doing a little hosting for my friend Susie, who is going to be doing our presentation tonight. And let me tell you, she is exceptional at doing this. And if you do not have a clear understanding about what Shoppy Shop is and how this shopping club can honestly solve so many problems that everybody is facing right now. I don't know what to tell you because she is amazing at this call. So I'm going to hand it over to my friend Susie, and she is going to tell you all about Shoppy Shop. Take it away, Susie.
Thanks, Ashley. Okay, that was a great setup. Thanks for the introduction and for the setup because I am going to talk to you tonight, and I promise I'm going to really get down in it, and we're going to go 15 minutes and we're going to talk about how Shoppy Shop does solve a really big problem right now, and that is that everything is just too expensive. So, we want to show you how the Shoppy Shop membership passport can save you 20 to 80% on things you are already buying. Now, how are we going to do that? What we've done is we have combined multiple platforms under one umbrella that you can access through this incredibly inexpensive membership. In fact, for pennies a day, I'm going to show you how you can save hundreds of dollars on your travel, money on everyday things you're ordering and purchasing, restaurants, life, just basically everyday life. So, because none of us like to overpay for stuff, how can we save money right off the bat? Right off the bat, we have partnered with a global travel platform. In fact, we've traveled with multiple global platforms and put them all under the Shopee Passport umbrella. And our partners have more than 41 years of established experience in the space, consolidating access to wholesale pricing. So you don't have to change the name brands you're used to, like Hilton and Marriott, and the airlines you're used to, the rental car companies, the cruise lines. All of it is in our system. For example, more than 850,000 hotels and resorts in over 150 countries all over the world. I would be surprised if you could find a major hotel or resort anywhere in the world that is not available to access through this platform. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the average family spends six to $7,000 on a vacation. Honestly, that's kind of a mind-blowing number to me. If they actually take an overseas trip, it's more like nine or $10,000. This one aspect of the Shopee passport can save a family $1,000 or more in a year. And if they're like a lot of families and take two or three trips a year, you can just multiply that number. All of this is backed up by 24/7 customer service that's available to you online or on the phone in the 12 most commonly spoken languages all over the world. So no matter where you travel or where you are, what day it is, or what time of the day or night it is, you will always have access to the highest quality customer service. And one of the things that's really amazing about the platform is that it consolidates the hotels, the resorts, the rental cars, the airlines, all in one system. So you can book the whole thing in one organizational process. If you want to do a cruise, you can pivot over to the cruise platform, which also is supported by premier customer service and also consolidates everything you need from the cruise lines to the hotels to the airlines to the rental cars all in one place to make the scheduling process easy for you. And in addition to all those things, it will also offer you great deals on VIP premium packages as well as shore excursion packages. This is where I like to put in one of my personal stories. I went on a cruise in September with a group of friends, and we planned a half day excursion in Ensenada, Mexico. We went to the Royal Caribbean website to look at the excursion, the one we wanted to do, the price it would be for all of us. Then we looked up the exact same excursion in this platform and it saved us $150. Now we split that savings between the five of us, but just think about a family of five saving $150 on one excursion during a 4 or 7 day cruise. If you multiply that over, that gets to be a lot of money. So if you think now about this whole package, this is the travel piece. The next piece is lifestyle. When you come home from your travel, you're still going to go out to eat, you're going to go to the movies, you may take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese for a birthday party. Virtually everything you can imagine and think of that's part of your everyday lifestyle is going to be available to you in this platform to save 5 to 20% or more. 50,000 plus retailers and restaurants in the lifestyle platform. And this is one of my favorite examples, AMC theaters. So that's a theater I go to when I go to the movies. And you can log into the lifestyle app and buy an AMC ticket for $9.25. If I go to AMC to buy the ticket, it's $15. So listen, if I can save almost $6 on one movie ticket, it might almost pay for my popcorn. But even more importantly, if there's two of us going to the movie, we've just saved more money going to the movies than we spent on the Shoppy Shop membership for that month. So now we've added on top of the travel value everyday lifestyle, stuff you're doing, places you're going, places you're eating, stuff you're buying. And then I want to show you how to get cash back. This is an incredible app that you download to your phone. So when you join Shoppy Shop tonight, the very first thing I want you to do once you're in the system is download this app. And let me show you how it works. You download the app and then you put in either a MasterCard or a Visa. You can use a debit or a credit card. Once you have loaded either one or both of your cards in this encrypted secure application, you don't have to do anything else. You can go to any of the more than 6,000 restaurants and retailers and get cash back. The very first thing I did with the Cash App was I made a purchase through Chewy.com, which is where I already purchased pet supplies and food. So the very first thing I did was like, wow, Chewy.com, I already shopped there. Now I'll get cash back every time I use the app. If I go to a restaurant, I don't even have to tell the restaurant that I'm in the app or that I'm using the app. I just pay my bill and it automatically recognizes through technology called credit card linking. Now, here is a great kicker. If you have a credit card that already has a cashback option, like, Capital One, what's in your wallet, those guys, you get to add this cashback on top of any cashback program that your credit card is already offering you. So you get to double dip. So now you've got this whole package of travel, lifestyle, and cashback that is paying you back and saving you money well over the cost of that $9.95 membership. From a financial perspective, absolute no-brainer. Let's turn the corner and I want to talk to you about the next thing that you can do with your Shoppy Shop passport. And that is shop through the Shoppy Shop website. Very first on the list, Blockbuster Warehouse deals. These deals are designed to compete with Amazon. Now, we're not saying we're Amazon, not Amazon. They're this big, gigantic platform. But what we're doing is we are finding products that are being offered on Amazon that have already been rated at 4 or 5 stars. So we know they're popular, people are buying them, they love them, and we selectively pick these products periodically to do a warehouse drop. And you can save 20 to 60% compared to that exact same product on Amazon. I mean, it's an awesome deal and it's kind of fun because you have to watch for when the deals are coming. And if you're a real bargain hunter, you are going to love the warehouse deals. Next is beauty and skincare. So let's be real. The one thing with women that is recession proof and inflation proof is beauty and skincare. Even when budgets are tight, women are not going to want to scrimp on their beauty and skincare products. But at the same time, there are limits to how much we can spend on things. What we've done is partner with one of the world's premier skincare companies in K Beauty. They offer a world-renowned skincare system that is natural products, high premium quality, and we are offering it to Shoppy Shop members at the lowest price available anywhere. How are we doing that? You know what? I could buy K Beauty right now from some other companies that are distributors, but they have marked their prices up so much to make so much of a profit that I simply can't justify spending that much money. But with Shoppy Shop, we have brought these products to you at a price you can afford. Our two first products, I got to share them with you because I love them so much, are the Dublero Hydrating Cream and the Dublero Exfoliating Pads. I've got a good friend who is a dermatologist and he sells skincare products in his dermatology practice. He looked at these two products and he said, these are superior products to the ones I am selling in my practice. And if you will use just these exfoliating pads and this hydrating cream, you will see a dramatic improvement in your skin in just a week's time. And I can tell you, he isn't kidding. I have been able to tell a significant difference in how my skin feels and looks in just a very short period of time. Next, Shoppy Shop has developed a beef tallow intensive moisturizing balm. This is, again, a natural product. Beef tallow is a very hot and popular moisturizer right now. Because it's such a heavy moisturizer, unless you have really dry skin, you don't want to use it on your face, but on your neck and your chest, your hands, your elbows, your feet, you will love this. And it actually includes frankincense and rose hips. Frankincense, if you don't know, is an incredibly good natural oil for your skin. A lot of people use nothing but frankincense oil on their skin because they're naturalists. But you know what? Just to order a small tincture of frankincense oil can cost you $20 to $80. No kidding, like a small tincture. This beef tallow K-Glow is only $16.95 for our members. So again, we're bringing the highest quality premium ingredients for the lowest prices because our motto here is to deliver value to our members with superb customer service. Finally, I want to talk to you about our latest product line, and that is health and wellness with Shoppy Vital. We have partnered once again with a global manufacturer of health and wellness supplementation with an established track record of many years, thousands and thousands of satisfied customers. They are not working with any other organization in the direct sales industry except Shoppy Shop. We have chosen to come into the health and wellness space with transdermal patch technology. These patches are easy to use. It's one less pill to take. And because you don't take it through your stomach doesn't, get up in it and mess it up and diminish its effectiveness. It goes straight into your system through your skin absorption and works even more effectively than an oral supplement usually does. Now, let's talk about these four that we're beginning with. The GLP-1 patch is a natural ingredient berberine combination that helps with blood sugar leveling, appetite management, and healthy weight loss. Each patch comes with a PDF to explain how to use it and make it most effective for you. Next is the Max Pain Patch. Guys, I'm already in love with this patch myself. is a combination of glucosamine and curcumin. Very effective, again, natural ingredients for pain, for joints and muscles. I have for years had lower back issues and sciatic issues. When I first got these patches, I thought, okay, I'll try it. I put it right in the middle, the center lower part of my back, which is where I have back pain. About 10 minutes later, I thought, my back isn't hurting. Is that a placebo effect? Is it really working? I went to bed that night. I didn't have back pain. Normally my back bothers me enough that it wakes me up during the night. It's a thing. No pain. So I get up the next morning, I take it off, I go through the day. Then the day after that, when I got up, my back was bothering me. And if you have back pain, you'll know what I'm talking about. You kind of know in the morning if it's going to be a good day or a bad day with your back. And so, because that next morning my back was bugging me, I put a patch on. I left it on from probably 9 in the morning until I went to bed at 10:30 that night. No pain. When I went to bed that night, I had no back pain. So I am a huge fan of this patch. So if you've got either muscle pain or joint pain, I highly recommend it. Next is Vital Vigor. This is a detox and energy patch. Now, it's important for me to talk for just a second about the detox piece because we're coming up on the holiday season. And one of the reasons we launched this patch right now is because people are going to be going to parties, they're going to dinners, whether it's Thanksgiving, whether it's Christmas, New Year's. You may have a couple of glasses of wine or champagne or eggnog, whatever. Party at your leisure. When we take alcohol into our system, it has toxins in it, right? This patch is helping your liver and your systems move those toxins out of your system. So if you'll put on a Vital Vigor patch, maybe a half hour before you go to the party or you go to dinner and you have a drink or two, this patch will help your body detox out of your system so that you will feel great the next day and you won't have that kind of sluggish, yuck feeling that you might have even after just a couple of social drinks. Finally, the melatonin sleep patch. I am one of the millions of people that has difficulty sleeping, partly because of my back issues, but I'm using the melatonin patch. It's working great for me. So again, I can personally recommend it to you. All of these patches are available 30-day supply for our members for $29.95. So 30-day supply for less than $1 a day because once again, we're not just interested in delivering you something that works and it's high quality, but something you can actually afford. That is everything. So we've got products, we have wellness, we have skincare, and of course, lifestyle and travel all positioned to deliver you value and money back in your pocket. So I have a question for you. Of everything we just talked about, what really appeals to you? So indulge me here for just a second. Ashley's going to watch the comments because I'm interested to know, are you really motivated by saving money? Because a lot of people just love to bargain hunt and they are the coupon clippers of the world. Are you a saver? Is that what really motivates you? I'd like to see that in the comments. Drop a one. If saving is like just okay, but you really love to make money, that's what it's all about for you, drop a two in those comments. If you're a two, you and I are probably soulmates because that's me. I'm a two all the way. Maybe you're a three and you're like, I love it all, whether it's saving or whether it's making money. I just think it all sounds great to me. You're a three. So, Ashley, what do we got going on there? We got anybody telling us that they're a saver? Anybody that wants to make money? What do we got?
We got savers, we got making money, and we got both. Now all the
Okay.
both are coming in.
Okay. Oh,
So
good.
we got a
Okay.
lot of threes coming in.
Okay, well we'll have to tally it up and see where we land at the end of the night here. So I promised you I would get through all this in 15 minutes. I think I'm close. So I want to just do this one last thing, and that is if you're a one and you are really here because you wanted to find out how can I save money, fantastic. We've got you covered. All you got to do is get the link from the person who shared Shoppy Shop with you. Right on the homepage, there's a button to join now. So you can join get your membership for $9.95. And remember, promise me, download the Cashback Savers app right now as soon as you get your membership because I want you to be able to go in there and start saving tonight. And one last tip for those money saving people, you can use this app to buy gift cards. So if you're holiday shopping and you want to get cash back every time you buy a gift card, that's a little tip for you guys. Thank you for coming. If you're going to check out because you just wanted to hear about the membership, and if you're either a 2 or a 3 and you like the idea of making money, stay with me for just a few more minutes because we're going to shift and talk about how you make money with Shoppy Shop. Okay, let's talk about the principles that govern the way Shoppy Shop operates. Affordability. From the beginning of talking tonight until now, until I finish, it's all about affordability and it's all about value. If we don't deliver value and we don't make it affordable, nobody's going to stay around. That's just the truth. The startup cost for building a business with Shoppy Shop is $50 plus your first month's membership. So a total investment of $59.95. The next thing is that we want you to be able to earn money, but we don't want you to have to spend a lot of money in order to qualify to earn money. So we have made it so easy for you to qualify to start earning commissions right away. And that is key. Next, we have to make it possible for you to build a global business. As I said, the travel platform is international in more than 150 countries. So you can build a business with this travel platform in 150 countries all over the world. Next, you can build a business with our health and wellness products because we are already shipping our health and wellness products to the US, to Canada, to UK, to Trinidad and Tobago, to Korea, to the Philippines, and to Japan. So any of those countries and more are coming soon, we are going to be shipping and are already shipping the health and wellness product line. The beauty and the skincare product line will be international in the near future. And we'll see, we may be able to expand our warehouse deals international sometime in the near future. But as a young company, we are continuing to grow and we are building a foundation that we know will be sustainable for the long term. Next is team culture. So I like to say that if you know anything about human resources, you probably already know that most people don't quit their jobs because of the money. They quit their jobs more often than not because of the boss, because of a miserable environment, because they have bad relationships with their coworkers, and the culture is miserable. Basically, you can make good money and still be miserable. So at Shoppy Shop, we want to set you up to be successful financially and to enjoy doing it, to have a good time, to feel supported, and to be treated well. How do we do that? We have a culture of authenticity, appreciation, generosity, and we demonstrate those values by having the most generous compensation plan in the industry. Let's talk about how it works. There's 3 ways that somebody can interact with Shoppy Shop as a retail customer. And that means that that person can go to the Shoppy Shop website, participate in the warehouse deals, purchase the skincare and beauty products, or purchase the health and wellness supplement products. Any of those 3 areas, somebody can become a retail customer. Next, somebody like you can recognize that the membership is an enormous value and they're going to save a lot more money than they're paying. So they become a member. Once a person becomes a member, it opens up access to all of the travel services and they also have access to the cashback and to the products. The third way somebody can interact with Shoppy Shop is as a distributor. And that's what you're here to learn about, which is how do you become a distributor and how do you make money? Now, I'm going to go into some detail with each of these different ways that we're paid because we're paid, as you can see, in multiple different ways. First and foremost, I want to address the most important question that every person ever asks when they are shown a business opportunity. Even if they don't say it out loud, they're thinking it. Trust me. How much does it cost? Okay, I've already told you $59.95. So we know we have met the affordability criteria. The second question everybody always wants to know, how hard is it to make my money back? Because the reality is, especially when we're living in a time when there's a lot of inflation and people are concerned about their budgets, they don't want to put money at risk. Okay, how do we take care of that? Shoppy Shop pays out 50% on every new distributor that enrolls, which means if you enroll two distributors on your team, you will have earned back your $59.95. And from that point forward, your only expense to operate this global business is $9.95 a month. Next, let's talk about product commissions when people go to the Shoppy Shop website and purchase product. We are paid on what's called a unilevel commission structure. Now, the easiest way to understand a unilevel is that we've got our friend Jim Bob here in the illustration, and Jim Bob has 5 people underneath him. These are all on Jim Bob's first level. The reason it's called a unilevel is because every time Jim Bob adds another person, they just keep going out from left to right to infinity. So whether Jim Bob enrolls 5 people or 5,000 people, they are all on that one unilevel. Just think of it as going out from side to side as far as the eye can see. Now, as a smart shopper, when Jim Bob first enrolls and he pays $59.95, he immediately is qualified to earn commissions if any of those people, however many there are, 5 or 5,000, if they purchase something from a warehouse deal or they purchase the K Beauty or they purchase a patch, he is going to be paid a 20% commission on the commissionable volume. Now, it gets better from there because as Jim Bob starts building his team, he will qualify to be paid commissions down 4 levels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next slide because I want to show you how Jim Bob is going to qualify to be paid for those additional 4 levels. Jim Bob needs to enroll one person on his team to become a team builder, plus have a total in retail volume of $50. Now, the total retail volume can either come from something Jim Bob purchases, or it can come from any one or combination of customers that purchase through Jim Bob's site. He needs a total organizational volume of 500 points, and then he will be a team builder. I'm going to go back in just a second to the previous slide and we're going to look at that unilevel again because I want to stay here to understand the different levels. The next step is to become a silver. So again, Jim just needs to have his membership. He just needs $50 in total retail volume, and his total team volume needs to have grown to 2,500, and Jim Bob needs to have now brought in 2 people. Okay, then he's at silver. Silver is really important, so you might want to make a mental note of that because it's really going to open the door to a lot of additional money, and you'll understand why in just a minute. To become gold with Shoppy Shop, Jim Bob still only needs to have his personal membership and $50 in total retail purchases. Now the whole team that's growing needs to have a volume of 5,000, but Jim Bob still only needs to have personally enrolled 3 distributors on his team. This is really important to understand, guys, and here's why. Because Jim Bob, maybe he's a little shy, and so he enrolls 3 people, but for Jim Bob, that's really a stretch because he's not a real outgoing guy. But Jim Bob has a friend who is a very outgoing person, and that friend of Jim Bob's goes out and enrolls a bunch of people. all of the volume that's coming into Jim Bob's team from everyone that joins him is getting credited to him. So Jim Bob doesn't have to personally enroll 100 people. He just has to keep sharing, and he'll enroll one person and maybe two, maybe three. And you never know when Jim Bob is going to find a person who is very outgoing or very ambitious and they enroll a really big team. Jim Bob is getting credit for all of it. Now, Jim Bob can promote to gold, as I said, with just 5,000, but only three personally enrolled distributors on his team. He's getting credit for the whole team. Remember that. He can promote to platinum in this company, which is the highest pay level, with just his $9.95 membership, just $50 in retail purchases from any of those customers in Jim Bob combined. And the whole team now has grown to 25,000 in volume. But our guy Jim Bob, he's a little quiet. He's only enrolled four people himself. So you can see that we've designed this compensation plan to make it accessible. I won't say it's easy to do because everything that's worth doing and that will pay you well requires work. But you don't have to carry the load by yourself. Even if you're not a really outgoing person, you can still build an incredibly large team and an incredibly lucrative business with Shoppy Shop. So let's go back now and look at the unilevel. Okay, now you see that when he gets to be a team builder and he's enrolled one person and his team has 500 in volume, he not only gets paid 20% for everything on his first level, but he is going to get paid another 10% on all the people that come in underneath his first level and would be on his level 2. When he promotes to silver and he has personally enrolled just three people and his team has 2,500 in volume, now he earns 20% on level 1, 10% on level 2, and 5% on level 3. So again, you see when he gets to silver, he's now earning commissions on 3 levels to infinity. It doesn't matter. Again, he could have 5 people on level 1 and 5,000 people on level 2 and 1,000 people on level 3. Whatever is on each of those levels, he will be paid a commission on every product purchase to infinity. There's no cap. And then when Jim Bob gets to platinum, he will now earn 20% on everything level 1, 10% on everything level 2, 5% on everything level 3, and 5% on everything level 4. The commissions on product sales are paid every single week and they pay 4 levels down. Now, you may wonder what happens at level 5, and that's a great question. Some compensation plans in the direct sales industry pay commissions, like they may pay a 0.5% or a 1/4%, and they go down multiple levels. Shoppy Shop has designed our plan a little bit differently, and here's why. We don't pay beyond level 4 because we go ahead and compress 40%, which is a big commission in the first 4 levels. But then all the activity that happens on level 5 and below credits to your volume. So you remember I said you've got to get these volumes? If you're a silver, it's 2,500. So let me give you a quick example. I came from a company where you had to have 25,000 in volume to be a silver. Okay, think about that for just 1 second. At Shoppy Shop, it's 2,500. So in my other company, I had to have 10 times as much volume as I need at Shoppy Shop to become a silver. And remember, I get paid more commission at silver, and I'm also going to be eligible for a bonus pool that I'm going to show you next. This is huge because that 2,500 is going to be all of the volume that's happening from level 5 downward to infinity. It doesn't end. So even if you had 50 levels deep and people are purchasing products, that volume is rolling up and it's counting toward your team volume. That's how you're going to be able to qualify to rank advance and earn bonus monies more easily than anywhere else I have ever seen in the industry. Now, there's another way we get paid, and I want to walk you through it. This is what we call our binary compensation. And you may be thinking, what in the heck? Is it binary? Is it unilevel? What are we doing? It's both. Here's the difference between the unilevel and the binary. The unilevel commission is paid when somebody purchases a product. The binary commission is paid to you based on everybody's $9.95 membership. So the company is collecting monthly memberships and it's all going in a pool. So as you can see for an example here, there is a total of $1,000 on one side of that orange little tree, and there's 700 on the other side. So that's that $10 membership times 100 people and times 70 people. So in this person's binary, there's 170 people. Well, all that money is just sitting there, and the company takes 20% of that and they pay it in binary commission. And they pay it this way. They look at your two legs and they say, which is the shorter of the two? So in this illustration, one side has 700 and the other side has 1,000. So they're going to pay 20% on the 700. Now, it still may be a little confusing because you're thinking, okay, I got this unilevel, I got this binary, what's going on? Just think of it this way. You've got two trees. You have a tree over here, and that tree has a branch, and that branch goes out to infinity. It's a big, huge, wide tree, and it just keeps going out left to right. The binary is more like a Christmas tree. It's just down. One leg on this side, one leg on this side. And in a perfect world, we would have even legs, but life is not perfect. And so one leg is almost always longer than the other. And so you get paid on the shorter leg, whatever the total volume is, and whatever leftover volume is there will roll over to the next week. If you've ever seen a binary plan where they talk about flushing of volume, which means volume disappears, that doesn't happen here. Whatever volume you don't get paid on this week will roll over and sit in your binary next week, and it just keeps rolling over. And I describe the binary here as like the champagne glasses in a pyramid because you only have these two sides. So in this case, Jim Bob has a person on his left and a person on his right. But remember, Jim Bob brought in 5 people and he can't go out to the left and right. So those other people have to go underneath these first 2 people. So just like a champagne bottle pouring into the top glass, whenever you have more than 2 people, they start spilling over and falling down into your binary tree on the left and the right. The good news is that there's somebody above you and somebody's pouring champagne in their glass too, and that champagne is going to flow down and land in your binary as well. The binary is paid every week. The unpaid volume rolls over, and the binary has a maximum per week of 25,000. That's the only part of our compensation plan that has a max on it, but I feel good about it because I think we can all get by on 25,000 a week when we max it out. I think we'll be good. Let's talk about the bonus pools and then we're going to wrap it up for the night. Okay, bonus pool number 1, silver. Oh my gosh, guys, remember I told you that you can get to silver when you've enrolled just 3 people personally and you have a total commissionable volume of 2,500 in your whole team. This is a life-changing compensation plan. Once you get to these bonus pools, you are going to get a share of 5% in the company's total revenue. So I want you to think about it this way. Next month, there are 5 people who qualify as silver. So the company has this pool of 5% that they took from the company's total revenue, and they said, here's our 5% pool. And these 5 people that qualified as silver get to split that pool 5 ways. Think about how big Shoppy Shop is, how big it's going to be. It's going to be global, and there will be hundreds of thousands of members and retail customers and distributors purchasing memberships, purchasing products, and all of that volume will be multiplied by 5% to put in that pool, which will be shared with everyone who qualifies as a silver. Now think again about the fact that at my previous company, I had to get 25,000 in volume to qualify for the first bonus pool. But they didn't pay 5%. They paid 2%. So it was 10 times harder to accomplish, and it paid less than half of what Shoppy Shop pays. This is why I say Shoppy Shop proves who we are and how generous we are by how we've designed this compensation plan. And there's more, because as a gold, you qualify for another 5%, which means now when your team has grown to just 5,000 in total team volume, you qualify for 10% in that bonus pool share, not 5. And when you reach platinum, and remember, a platinum only has to enroll 4 people personally. So when you get to platinum and your whole team has 25,000 in volume, you will now qualify for a 15% bonus pool share. There's no question in my mind, for every single person who has become a Shoppy Shop distributor today, you're already a distributor, or you become one right now, you are going to be positioned like no one in any other company in our industry has ever been positioned. Because I do not know across the entire industry of any other organization offering a 15% bonus pool. It's an extraordinarily generous plan. It is something that you can do by getting started today. No matter how big your dream is, you can achieve it. But the thing is you have to put together your desire with a sense of urgency and take action. So that's how we wrap it up tonight. Are you ready? Are you ready to take action? Saving money is a lot of fun. There's no downside, but saving money and earning money is even more fun. So if you are ready, we're ready for you. We've got a place for you. We want to work with you. Get the link from the person who shared Shoppy Shop with you. Enroll right now. Download that Cashback Savers app. Start saving money, and let's get ready to run. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We look forward to having you as part of the Shoppy Shop family.